Hi guys, Denis Khakov here, it's a sales shop, and today for the review, as I was promised to you, the LeaperKim veteran Patton. And in my last review, I was talking about the Patton, and I was talking and thinking what Patton, in my opinion, the product would not be so much interested to the public. To the main, riders and community, just because of 16-inch, because of weight, 40 kilos and so on. So smaller travel of a suspension, and here, all my thoughts was pessimistic here. But guys, I can honestly say that I was completely wrong, and with time, company LeaperKim made not just great job, but insanely great job, and they made so big step forward in the UC industry. So this is the new level of wheels in my own opinion, and in this review I will try to explain you why I changed my mind and why I'm thinking so. So let's start. And from the beginning I wanted to speak, of course, like usually, about the ergonomics, design and features and so on, and after that we'll talk about specification, and after that we'll talk about much more important part, my riding experience and my conclusion about that wheel. So ergonomically, as you can see, the design is quite simple. Here just urbanistic, minimalistic design. You see all these screws are going here. So compared to the Sherman S, the Patton design is like, just they put the handles, you put the batteries, wheel, and voila, you have a unicycle here. But it is not bad. I just think that the point of the design here minimalistic. The look, it's looking still good in my opinion, because here I understand we don't have something what we can throw out, like from the box, you see the part and you understand you don't need it. So here seems all in the place, and all what usually all riders needed for the electric unicycle. Only one part we don't have from the box, we don't have the pads, and this is the problem. The LeaperKim with a bigodi had with some type of cord, and they lose that bill, and now they cannot just add the pads to the box for the wheels. And here I have a little one problem, because you see here we have this upper jumping pads, so you can adjust the travel of this pads as you wish. But because of here we have so less room for the usual pads, like the Grizzly pad, Nilanovi pads and kinetics and so on. So we don't have such a lot of rooms because of this part. So definitely the manufacturers for the pads, they need to think about to make the special one edition just for the Patton here, because you cannot use some type of pads you have. You see, I had the pads here with all this bulb for the jumping, but I just needed to test the wheel, so I just cut off here this part, threw it out, and put like that. Here put this pad like that. And anyway, the overall body length here quite big, and here this one part are the legs, when the legs are going, you feel this part of a plastic, it is very sharp edge. And after of course I was riding yesterday very aggressively. Usually I don't ride like that, but anyway, after that ride I have here in my legs, from both sides I have the marks, blue marks here. So anyway, it hurts now for me, so I put here additional pads So anyway, I just talking about ergonomically, it is good, but we don't have a solution, you know, right now, solution on the market, and we don't have right now solution from the box. So anyway, I think this one will be solved, but you need to keep it in mind that this part of the top, you know, trim your leg, and if you're riding aggressively, hardly, so anyway you will definitely, you know, injure your legs and it will hurt you. So here you need to think something about that. Regarding these jump pads, for me it is normal, all okay. I was adjusted it like I wanted and performed great job, no problems here. Pedal, same design like Sherman S, I mean same connection to the body design, but different pedal. Here we don't have anymore the possibility to adjust the length of the pedal, but and here we also have these knobbies, spikes, also, you know, integrated in the pedal. So in such case, you know, after the usage a few hundred kilometers, I think these spikes will not, you know, be so sharp, and you will need it to change the pedals. For example, I using in the Nilonovi pedals in my Sherman S or something similar, you know. But overall, from the box you can ride it, but I don't know how long you can ride with such a pedals. But seems for me it was okay. I have no issues or no problem for these pedals, you know. But I would say that it is not comfortable, and you needed to change it somehow as soon as possible. No, it is not like that. The handles, according to the LeaperKim company, the handles, front and back handles, and overall structure of a body now more stronger, and you can even through it, so it is capable to handle some type of you know, injuries and impacts with the surfaces. When if the wheel will be used hard off-roadly and will have that impacts, you know. So they test it and they say it is capable to handle. So I don't want to test it, but I believe that this one body overall and handles are stronger than usual for the electric unicycles. But anyway, ergonomically front and back handle as usual in our LeaperKim products, just built perfectly, all in the places, all comfortable to take, no problem have I here. The trolley handle from the back looks strong, quite good height. I had no problem with my height, 1 meter and 86 centimeters, no problem at all, was comfortable. Only maybe when you push it, you know, to open it, it is little bit, you know, sometimes it is not open, you know, so easy, but maybe with a time it will start, you know, working here better, I think. But not so, you know, big problem for me, but just sometimes I feel like I need to push it and press it and so on. So sometimes it is not, you know, just so easy to make that movement permanently. But anyway, the front one beam, it looks for me very similar to the Sherman S, so nothing to talk here. Adjusting, you know, travel of the beam, all seems like usually. Regarding the Bieber is very loud, and I think it is louder now than the Sherman S. It is so loud that you can hear it, you know, in the street. And if you are staying somewhere between the buildings and you need to, you know, press it, so it is beep so loud that even the people, you know, just turn around to see what's happening, because it's like the siren, you know, beep all around the street. But I think yes, it is a good solution, because if you ride, you know, sometimes you don't hear it because of all this traffic, wind and so on, if you're riding fast and so on. So yes, better to be louder than not to be, you know, loud like that and don't hear it when you need to hear it. So this is the moment. Regarding the mud guard, big good mud guard from the back, I don't saw any problems with it. It is capable, you know, from the box working normally and mostly protect, you know, your body from all this dust and matter coming from the backside. Sometimes I heard that some types of rocks or trees was going inside between the wheel and mudguard, but anyway it was threw it out after a few meters, so not big deal for me here. All seems also to be quite good here. So handle said, the screen similar to the Sherman S, beautiful screen with all these options and so on. And also we have here in the Patton this option to power on the strong model mode, the speed one, powerful mode. Just power it on from the menu and so on. So all seems here similar. This one version of a wheel I was tested. We ordered with a 66 lbs, the most harder suspension on the market. According to Sherman-S, according to the LeaperKim, it seems it should be for the rider from the 100 till 120 kilograms. Why I made that decision to order such a suspension? Because I knew it that the suspension travel are smaller one here in the Patton compared to the Sherman-S. So this few centimeters additional no travel. I understand what in the Sherman-S it was soft, soft to ride, but I understand what performing some type of the tricks and going hard off-road on big speed, for me it is not enough. Here the suspension travel is even smaller, so I needed suspension to be harder. And I honestly recommend it is not depends on your weight until you are 60 kilograms maybe, but if you are regular 18 till 100 kilos, just choose the hardest one suspension if you want to go hard off-road. And I believe me, you will want to go hard off-road with such a beast, and we will talk a little bit later about that. So overall, as I said, ergonomically as usual, minimalistic. Nothing to say, don't have here big minuses. Only one minus I have here with this wheel ergonomically is a charging port. It is so deep inside, comparable to Sherman-S, it is different, and I think it is twice more deeper somehow inside the body, and you don't see it even from here. And this rubber cap is so small, and it is so deep somewhere inside these two pores. And here the overall dimension of a hole are smaller one because of a bigger handle, and overall the wheel are smaller one and hole are smaller. So I need to put somehow with my hand like that, and find and search, don't seeing this port, and you are just doing like that, and searching and searching and searching, and after 30 seconds I understand I cannot plug it, and I take it back and I see what all these pins, all this plastic start trimming because I'm trying to search it. So it is not comfortable. I don't know how to solve that, but anyway, it is like it is. Not comfortable, can still be used if you will, take your lighter and find it. Because another problem with the cap, as I said, is very small, and you push it and it is going back. You push it and going back, and so you're trying to find somehow like that. But anyway, not perfectly, not comfortable, but as it is. And overall, this is, I think, only one minus I find, honestly here. Overall, 16-inch big tire, Knobi tire, and let's talk about the performance. So main idea what I was talking firstly when I was filming all this review comparison about my trip, Europe, and comparison about my thoughts about new products and thoughts about my thoughts about the Patton. So idea was what I was understanding, that usually they made the same product, same performance, maybe a little bit more power, maybe a little bit more speed, but more weight and less travel and smaller diameter, and I understand what all they are playing. And I saw that in all this, 2 years, I think, period of time, all these manufacturers trying something, and still, the new products are coming not so great. And I spending with you hours in reviewing these products and finding any good points to speak about that all that products, to review that. And I was honestly thinking same about the Patton here and all this weight and so on. So I was not ready for what I saw yesterday and how I was right yesterday. So main idea and main point of this wheel, it is insane power, insane, nothing comparable. And the Patton and all on our wheels 0 till 50 kilometers per hour. It is not like when new step in the unicycle. It is not step. It is huge big jump, or I don't know, just another dimension of power. Of course, all way writing 3000, 3050, 500 and 4000 watts, but I don't care. how this one guy are going from 0 till 50, it is insanely crazy, and nothing right now on the market can be comparable with this one small guy. I am 100 kilograms rider, so it is so easy for this one Patton to take me and just jump with me somewhere on the up of a hill when I need the start brake in the middle of the hill when I am going uphill. So it is crazy, and when I am going just uphill and I see all these obstacles, trees, all this, and so on, holes, but I still going maximally pushing, and it is crazy accelerating. It is making the tire burn on the mat, on the sand, on the ground. It is climbing and getting this wheel spinning, and when it hits somewhere it just spins more and more and grabbing, and it is so easy, so powerful, but I had no experience at all before that. As I said, the pattern is so different, and this power, performance, and this possibility to provide that power so easy, so it is just another dimension of electric unicycle. I don't know, I don't have words how to describe that. You need to feel that, but if you're if you're extreme rider, you will understand what I am talking about, because when you just push it and you see the hill, you just don't see any problems for you to push it and to go wherever you want to go. In with a pattern I was going like I usually and never, not usually but never going some type of riding like I was going, with a pattern, just everywhere I want. I was riding real off-road, just in the middle of a forest, jumping over the trees and so on. I was making so many strange and maybe even stupid things, jumping over trees, just going everywhere I want. Just I see hill, just no road. Real off-road, I see the hill, middle of a forest, and I'm going, and the wheel are just going. Or if it is, hill are too angle too big, it just start spinning, and burning the wheel, and burning and spinning, and and cutting the ground, and so on. So and even the noise of the motor are different, because I feel, like I push it, and the sound of the motor is like, it's like the like the power, I feel like it is so easy for the no strange noise like it is just you push and you have that. And as I understand, this motor are coming from the Sherman-S with a smaller one rim and 126 volts. I was saying that in my review of Sherman-S, but Sherman-S also need better voltage to unlock the power. So here the power unlock it with a voltage, and also the rim diameter are smaller, overall wheel diameter is smaller, and with such a off-road tire it is crazy one, combine with like the set, control board, the motor and the battery. This one, 3 parts are crazy one, and these algorithms, how it is performs when I'm just riding the middle of a forest and I'm pushing and I see it is 40-50 kilometers per hour, and I'm going and I'm jumping and I don't care, and some moments I see like the trees are going like that already, and I see the speed are really huge, 50, and I understand that I need slow down, because I just can overplay with such a thing, with such a wheel. I can easily overplay, because it is insane. I was not ready, to open all potential. I'll be honest with you, I was not ready, and sometimes I was afraid, but I am going, pushing, and it is immediately catapults me with a huge speed, or from every corner, to every hill, and so on. It is so easy. The power on braking and acceleration is insane power, and you need to feel that, and I like it so much. Now regarding the suspension, and here the interesting fact is that suspension is enough, and even with my weight, 66 lbs suspension enough. I was push it more, the rebound, more clicks for the rebound, because the spring are quite, you know, aggressive, and when I was staying, I feel it like the wheel are going like that. So I needed to know to set to adjust the rebound more, you know, to make that wheel more stable here. But overall, this travel are enough somehow for wheel. And when, as I said, when you're climbing somewhere and just going uphill and hit all these obstacles, and the wheel are just jumping, and all the suspension working, and as I say, combining all this power with a suspension working, and insane. And same when you're going downhill, I'm just don't looking anymore where I want to go. I just go, I see all these holes, I don't care. I just going, and that's it. And this is, you know, it is, as I said, it is completely an hour level of riding unicycle in off-road, and I'm really happy about that. Tire performing great job off-road. Overall, when I was riding on the asphalt, on the good roads, so overall I feel that the motor and the tire are heavy, and I feel like the tire are really heavy, and I feel like all this mass of the motor with the tire are working like in the suspension, you know, all this stuff, I feel it is heavy walking, you know, when you ride good roads. And it is feels not like the gyro effect or something. I just feel the weight, you know. I just feel it. And overall, here, I want to be clear with you what I was saying about all this performance. What you can, you know, you open the Pandora here for the electric unicycles and so on. But you need to understand what you still don't have lightweight wheel. So the power, the insane power this will provide you, don't give you the feeling that this wheel are light. No, it's not. You don't have that feel what you are riding with a lightweight wheel. No way. Still, you feel that you're riding 40 kilograms wheel, heavy one wheel, but it is extremely fast and extremely powerful, and brings you another level of experience here, but it is not feels like the lightweight. And here, if somehow LeaperKim will made from the different materials, by using different materials, lighter one till the same wheel, till the 34 kilos, it will be just insanely perfectly balanced unicycle, best of all times here. But now we have 40, and here after the riding 20 minutes 25 minutes of hard off-road, of course I was riding hardly, but anyway I was tired, you know, I was tired, I feel it, but I was tired, and I feel it what I was riding, you know, with a heavy one wheel, not with a light one, but it was really fun, and my smiling in my face, as I said, I was speaking with myself, just was riding everywhere I wanted, and wanted to test more and more and more, and to feel the difference and so on. So free spin of that wheel on the high speed mode is 105, I think, kilometers per hour. I was not able to test it with a fully charged. With a 70% charge, it spins 101 km per hour, so I think 105, maybe 10. Anyway, it is more than enough for the wheel with such a diameter. And as I said, it is going 70, I think, no problem. It catapults you from the 0 till 50 like a rocket launcher, like, you know, all these attractions, like, you know, you're just sitting and this catapults you somewhere in the air. So yes, really fun, suspension working great. All as a product, you know, it's made sense now for me. Little bit, you know, heavy, and I feel that weight when I ride in good roads. I feel like this type of tire, you know, you can ride it with in the normal asphalt roads, but with such, you know, with such tires, such such a idea of wheel, understand that this wheel meant to be not on the asphalt, you know. The Sherman S is meant to be on the asphalt and riding a lot with a high speed and so on, just with a pleasure. This one is completely different, and the Patton is not smaller one Sherman. It is Sherman S, I mean. It is completely different products with a completely different purpose, and I'm really happy what LeaperKim company made that happen to split them so much, so far away one from another, you know. This is really great, you know, but we have such a different, and from one side it is same, like looking same, but it's completely different products here. So anyway, guys, this is the review. This is my opinion, my impressions, and you just must have this one, you know, this one product in your garage if you are liking. If you like to go off-road, and if you like to go extremely, and if you are always not enough with a power. So this one guy will brings you another part of emotional satisfaction and so on. Thank you for watching. UCCL Shop with you, Denis Hagov. Bye bye, guys.